Funding for Fair 2024 is provided by
Quickstar is proud to be a part of Iowa communities across the state. Family owned for over 50 years, we're dedicated to treating our guests, employees, and communities as we would like to be treated.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
For Iowa pig farmers, caring for animals is more than a job. It's a way of life and a proud family tradition. Meet the people behind the pork and hear how we care about Iowa too. Learn more at iowapork.org/wecare.
Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, providing educational resources online and in your county for you, your family, community, business, or farm.
It's Saturday night, and welcome to the grand finale of our Fair 2024 coverage. I'm Paul Yeager in for Bill Riley, and we're going to finish strong with an amazing assortment of State Fair fun. Here's a sampling of what we have planned for you tonight. Backyard chefs rise with the sun in an attempt to grill their way to glory. It's one small dog against a herd of cattle in the stock dog trials. And the board becomes a battlefield in the chess tournament. But the first contest we're bringing you tonight is just, well, it's hard to describe. You'll see what I mean.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pioneer Hall. Welcome to the Iowa State Fair. Welcome to the husband calling contest.
It is a contest where women are to call their husband in out of the fields, because years ago that was the only form of communication. We didn't have cell phones back then, and their voices mattered.
Okay, judges, are you ready? Number 892.
Let's get in the car. Thomas! Richard! Harold!
Come on, sweetheart. You can do it. Here's my little kiss for you.
Hold your ears.
It's just fun. It's like so much fun. I know people from like other states are like, what is this? And I was like, what do you mean, what is this? It's fun, it's entertaining, it's just a good time, and it's literally just really cool to see what everybody comes up with.
Risty, darling, calling, it's your wife, it's time to come in the house for dinner, so stop, collaborate and listen, it's your wife and she needs your attention, dinner is up on the table, so get your butt in and out of the stable, cause it's time to come in, it's time to come in, it's time to come in for dinner, I'm making steak and potatoes and biscuits, I'm making steak and potatoes and biscuits, it's time to come in the house right now, so stop milking the cow and stop feeding that sow.
many years, the Iowa Farm Bureau Federation has hosted a cooking competition at the Iowa State Fair for backyard pitmasters. Let's see what these competitors have cooking.
All right.
Thanks to win.
Caitlin, tell us a little bit about what's happening here.
Yeah, this is Iowa Farm Bureau's Cookout Contest. This is actually our 60th annual contest. It is a celebration of Iowa-raised meats and the Iowa farmers who raise that meat with animal care and sustainability as top priorities. So it's a celebration of the meats, but these are just backyard chefs, people who are really enthusiastic about outdoor cooking and grilling and smoking.
So we've got a father-son duo here today. Jace, what brings you to the state fair?
My dad used to grill and I wanted to.
So you thought you'd try your hand out at today. Okay, what are you grilling up?
Italian fatty.
What is Italian fatty?
It's like meatloaf with stuff inside.
We have 50 entries, and actually half of the participants this year are new, which is really exciting, and they represent 1/3 of Iowa's counties.
These grilling aficionados are combining sweet flavors with spicy heat and savory smoke in hopes of winning over the judges.
Giving them a bath in butter. That's also from the garden. Awesome job.
Yeah, very nice job.
So I know this is the Lord's work and someone has to do it, Ed, but tell me about what you're doing today.
Well, I am obviously not the chef. I am not the expert on how to prepare it, but I am kind of an expert on eating. It blows me away, that they put so much time into it, but they have that much time. They really, I mean, this is like a full-time gig and this is not their full-time job. So it's really impressive every single year. It's so Iowa.
What are you entering here today?
Pork ribs.
So how long do these have to cook?
6 hours.
What would you say to someone who's just getting started with smoking or just getting started with competing?
Don't be afraid of it. Just go after it. It's what you make of it is what it is. So it's a lot of fun.
Welcome to the State Fair Hat Contest. It's not really a contest, it's more of a parade this year. There used to be an actual contest, and the people that did it were red hats, and they were older and they retired. And I came down to the fair with my hat that I'm wearing right now, and there was no one here. It upset me so much, I walked right up to the administration building and I said, where did the hat contest go? I want to show them my hat. I've been working on it for months. They said, well, those people retired, but if you want to do it, you know, we'll have the hat contest. And I said, well, I think before we really get started again, it better just be a parade because I don't know how many people will show up. We ask everybody to bring a hat and make it their own, do something on the hat that was theirs, then come and be in the parade and tell us about their hat.
I like to crochet, so I said, hey, why not crochet a beer hat for his used Busch Light cans and make a little hat out of it. So that's what I did.
It went fairly well. It was a small group, but we hope to grow that group. Next year, it'll be here at the same time on Senior Day.
Food contest, I wanted to have a cherry pie. So I had to modify. My hat is, it's a State Fair pie hat. So when I designed my hat, I wanted to make sure I had a place for the pie, but Minnie Pearl was my inspiration for having the tag and the rib. I am the only person in my church who wears the Easter hats. So I'm a hat person. I'm so disappointed that they've gone out of fashion. I've been waiting for this moment, so yes. So when they didn't have it last year, I was like, oh, I'm so disappointed. But when I saw it was on the docket for this year, I started designing my hat.
The more you work with your hat, the more attached to the hat that you get, and the more that you want to make it the best it can be. Okay. When people came to the fair, they came with hats. In the 20th century, early 20th century, it was actually common to not leave your house without a hat. And so that was not unusual that people would wear the hats to the fair also. I feel like there's a place for a hat event here at the fair. If they don't have time, that's fine. Just bring a hat, a button hat or whatever. Actually, one of the hats that maybe your mother wore sometime or something would be great. Make it your own hat by putting something of yours on it and bring it to the fair. We are bringing the hat parade back, and no rain is going to be on my parade. We're having it.
Okay, so we will be in. Thank you for bringing it back.
It's hands-on fun for the youngest among us. And it's turning 20 years old this year. How's that possible? Little Hands on the Farm.
2 decades and over 500,000 kids come to the fair to do work.
Grab one or two.
So tell us what families get to experience at Little Hands on the Farm.
Sure. At Little Hands on the Farm, it's an on-the-farm experience, and the kids get to come in and experience real-life things. They get to learn about agriculture and how that affects them in their everyday lives. We have several different barns here, and each barn has a different experience. They collect all of their things from the farm, just like the farmers do, and they take it to the market and they sell that and they get their dollar. And then when they get their dollar, they get to go in the store and they get to buy their treat.
And what do kids love to do when they come here?
The kids love the hands-on. They love to get in the dirt and they love to dig around. They love to touch all the apples and go into the dairy barn and milk the cows. They just love all that hands-on things.
Yeah. And why is this important at the fair?
I think it's super important because it's a free exhibit at the fair, and it gives parents and the kids a little break from the hecticness of the streets out there, and the kids can come in here and be kids and just enjoy themselves and go through here and have an educational experience and learn a few things. I think we take for granted that all kids in Iowa know about the farm, and that's not true. And I'd love to teach the kids about the farm.
Can you find our rooster?
Sam, what did you do today?
I worked on the farm.
Okay, can you tell me about some of your jobs that you did?
Okay, so I brushed the sheep.
Oh, and what did you get?
And I got some wool.
Okay, should I hold that for you? And what other jobs?
And I picked some corn off the plants.
Okay, good.
And I got my corn seed.
Tell me about your corn seed.
So I'm gonna plant them in dirt later on.
Okay. Did you collect eggs today? How many eggs did you get?
1.
And what animal did you get the eggs from?
From chicken.
Good. Have you ever been to a farm before?
We actually live on a farm.
Oh, so you're a pro at all these jobs, right? Okay, are there any jobs that you did here today that you've never done at home?
Milk a cow.
What other jobs did you do?
I gathered the eggs.
Okay, do you like eggs?
Yeah, because we have 60 chickens.
Oh, so fresh eggs every day for you.
And duck eggs and guinea eggs.
So does little hands on the farm feel a lot like the farm at home?
Kind of, yeah.
Dog dog event is where you take a dog and allow him to herd the livestock and try and take him through obstacles and try and do it as neatly and as quickly as you can.
That's Bob Johnson.
There are multiple classes. We have an open class for cattle, which is the more experienced animals that have been around a while and done quite a bit of it. We have a ranch class, which is left to either really young dogs that people are bringing to train or maybe a young handler and a young dog, and we make that a little bit easier. And then we do the same thing with sheep. We have an open and a ranch class in sheep. A good stock dog is one that can kind of think for itself, but yet rely on the handler if he runs into trouble or if he needs a different direction. Sometimes the dog will not know exactly where you want to go, and so you might have to redirect him. But you want a dog also that can think on his own, because sometimes the handler can't see if there's something that's drawing the animals away from a certain area, and he can go do that on his own.
You got to have a dog that's got a little power, walk right into the cattle, maybe have a bite when you need it. If you got a soft dog that the cows figure out that can't move them, you kind of got problems. So you got to have kind of a stout dog who's got a little bite in it once in a while. We had a really nice run there. The dog worked really good. Just had one calf duck out there at the end of the pen and probably cost me winning it, but it was a good run. The dog worked great. You know, you can take one dog and move big herds of cattle. I'm talking 200 or 300 head of cattle. You can move it with one dog. Get up around the barn lot where you got to work around pens and sort stuff off. The dog can do a lot of work. It's just unbelievable what they can do. You could probably get rid of 2 or 3 hired men if you had hired men. If you have a good dog, you kind of got to know what you're doing, but it's doable for about anybody that wants to do it.
It was about 10 years trying to get dogs to work for me, and they just would not, I could not get one that I liked. And so 2022, my daughter had Ruby, and she said, Mom, I've got too many dogs. Can you run Ruby, or would you like to run her this summer? And I said, absolutely. So I ran her that summer, and we took State Fair Championship in the ranch sheep division. My run went good today. I didn't score as well. Ruby had a little trouble with one of the cows wanting to stay with the other ones, but she listened really well. I was really happy with how she performed. She's 10 years old, so she's starting to slow down. We've practiced all week, and we just came and did the best job we could do. When you're using voice command, your emotion gets involved in that, and sometimes that will upset the dog. When you use the whistle, there's no emotion in it. The sound might get louder, but the emotion in my voice and with me is not there. And so they listen to the whistles way better than they listen to the voice command. It's fun. It's a challenge. I always learn something new. I always figure out something I got to change in order to do better. Chick and then Nayol Kazay with Vegas.
We're at the Iowa State Fair and we're doing a chess tournament. It's very casual. Yeah, I think chess is really fun and you guys should try playing it.
Yeah, I just kind of like
like the atmosphere where there's like a bunch of different games going on, and like if you're like in between games, you can just go watch one, and like it's kind of cool to play at the fair. And
I just like the game. It's really fun because you have to think before you do, otherwise you'll end up losing all the time. You have to look around the chessboard to see anything attacking or a good move to do. Because if you don't, they're going to get advantage. You could still win, but they're going to get advantage and take most of your pieces, and you'll probably lose. My dad brought out this chessboard, and he taught me how to play chess, and so I played him a bunch of times. I lost a lot, but then one day I won. I've played like 2 tournaments before, and they were in a lot more formal spaces. I had to wear like a suit. My favorite part about playing chess at the Iowa State Fair is probably the fact that it's so casual, and it really doesn't matter if you win, but I still like to win. So I like just hitting people with like sacrifices. I like sacrifice my bishop when they take with their queen. I fork their king and queen.
I like just like the strategy and like getting to play against people I don't normally get to play against. I play against my mom a lot, and I beat her most of the time.
I've been playing chess for about 6 years now. So I've won like my section, the blue ribbon, first place 2 times in a row. Yeah, I'm going for my 3rd year in a row winning a blue ribbon. I'm friends with like half the people here of like all of the chess stuff that I do. Just try my best. I don't care if I win or lose, but at least I'll be able to say that I made it past the group stage. I think it's definitely one of my favorite things, along with cheese curds and a few other things.
Much of the spirit of the Iowa State Fair comes from contests and competitions. Let's see who some of the winners are. We've reached the halfway point of tonight's show, which means it's time to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll meet some people getting to work making homemade ice cream. And just like we do every year, we'll celebrate the accomplishments of this year's winners at the Sale of Champions. It's not over yet, and we plan to finish our Saturday night strong. So come right back for more State Fair fun on Iowa PBS.
Fill in the blank. The Iowa State Fair is...
awesome.
The Iowa State Fair is...
the best.
The Iowa State Fair is...
one of the biggest events in Iowa every year.
The Iowa State Fair is...
very entertaining.
I'm here with Tegan, a fellow redhead. Tegan, the Iowa State Fair is...
fun.
What do you like doing most here at the Iowa State Fair?
Rides.
The Iowa State Fair is...
fun.
What do you like to do at the fair?
Ride.
Ride rides? The Iowa State Fair is...
family fun.
What do you and your family love doing most here at the Iowa State Fair?
Eating all the food.
The Iowa State Fair is...
Greatest place in the state of Iowa.
Absolutely. The Iowa State Fair is...
The best place to join family.
The Iowa State Fair is...
The best thing ever.
The Iowa State Fair is...
Magical.
Welcome back, everyone. Can you tell the difference between a lilac and a hyacinth? Aaron Stile introduces us to some brave botanists who think they can name that flower.
Here in the Ag Building, there's a contest that really tests your floriculture knowledge. It's called the Flower Identification Contest. Let's go check it out. I'm here with Barry Laws, the superintendent of the floriculture department here at the State Fair. And Barry, how did this contest get started and what are the rules?
Well, I inherited from my previous superintendent. It's pretty easy and it's pretty fun. Most people enjoy doing it. There really are no rules other than you can't use your phone.
What would you say is the level of difficulty that this contest has?
Well, we try not to make it too difficult. We throw in a couple of whammies just for, in case we need to have a tie. Some people can get the whammies, some people can't.
I'm here with Jenny and Lizzie, who just participated in the contest. How do you think you did?
I don't think I did very well. I lost, I had 3 flowers that I didn't know. One was tricky, 2 were tricky. One, I have a bazillion of them in my garden, I just couldn't remember what it was called.
I played the supporting role, but I'm a blooming idiot because I love flowers, but that was a pretty tough competition, especially a couple of them real close. So lots of fun though.
I hope I did pretty well. I think I did.
Okay, let's go take a look.
All right, yeah. All right, so let's check my sheet here. We're starting with number 1.
All right, Black-Eyed Susan. Number 2, Angelina. Number 3, Lysianthus. Number 4, Coxcomb. Number 5 is a tricky one. It's a yarrow. Number 6, Hosta. 7 is a Dianthus. 8, Allium Millennium. Number 9 is Coral Bell Autumn Pride. Number 10 is Butterfly Weed. Number 11, Anemone. Number 12, Hydrangea. And the tiebreaker is Crepe Myrtle.
Crepe Myrtle, that's a good tiebreaker. You don't see that in Iowa very often.
You don't see it very often, but it does grow here.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think I actually did pretty well. So thankfully my horticultural credentials are not too challenged by this.
Good thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're here at Pioneer Hall for the whistling competition. If I could whistle while I worked, I would, but I'm gonna leave that up to the contestants.
been practicing for a long time.
A long time? Have you ever been in this competition before?
Yes.
What'd you place?
I've been on it 2 times before, and I got first place both times.
The lady said, "We need more people," and oh, oh God, I've never whistled in front of anybody, so.
Well, and the last thing you probably expected was a blue ribbon.
It absolutely was the last thing I expected.
Nice to see everybody. Beautiful day out here at the fairgrounds, everybody. Serving up 3 scoops of fun for everyone. My name is Greg Frisbee, and I do the Roving ice cream show. But I tell you what I've got here in my pocket. I've got my own ice cream bar, you see? Now, there's no nuts on that ice cream bar because I'm nutty enough. Yeah, and it stays cold all day long because I have a cold heart. I know, I know. I've been performing for about 30 years, and I always try to have different themes of shows. So over the years, I've just done a comedy variety show, I've done the rubber chicken show, so I wanted to create a roving character, and I love ice cream, so I thought it would be fun to combine the 2 things and do practical jokes and juggling and magic with an ice cream theme. Unless you want to see 5, I'll do it. 5 is the most that I can do. You want to see the easy way or the hard way? Hard way. Okay, here we go. Off the ground, upside down. There's 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going for 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect, perfect. You all seem to like that trick. My downstairs neighbor hates that trick. Ice cream, I'm looking for my missing ice cream, ma'am. Have you seen my missing ice cream? Well, it's right there. Where? The show is a roving character, so it's not a typical show where people stop and watch for a half an hour. I kind of hit people with 5 to 7 minutes here and there throughout wherever I stop. And so I'll do interactivity where I'll squirt fake chocolate syrup at them, or I'll scoop ice cream out of their hats. I'll do some juggling, some ball spinning tricks and things like that. That's what I thought, right inside the hat there. Did you see that? Did you know you had that in there? Can I ask you a quick question? I'm looking for all my missing ice cream. Have you seen it anywhere? You don't have it on you, do you? You mind if I do a quick check? Hold your right arm up like this. Your other right arm. There we go. Yeah, underneath the armpit, right there. Did you know you had that under there? Now, that's called lint berry ice cream. A little bit of pocket lint, a little bit of strawberry. It's delicious. It's the newest of the fair foods. How you doing out here, sir? Nice to see you. Well, howdy, folks. Well, hi there. How are you doing? Nice to see you out here. You don't have any ice cream on that stroller, do you? Can I? Is there ice cream right there? There's no ice cream there. Can I just check? Let me just check. Did you know that was there? Uh-oh. That's okay. Look, no, there's one more scoop right there. You just gotta look for it. See, there it is. I'll put it back. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go. Take one giant step forward. That was a good step. Folks, you can all help me out. Bit of a clapping rhythm, just like this. Make it loud, make it proud. Here we go. We're going for more. Here we go. There's one, don't move. There's two, don't move. Folks, he's got it, not even looking, standing on one foot, and the crowd goes crazy. 1, 2, that was good. 3 scoops of fun for everyone out here. We're having a fantastic time out here at the State Fair.
It's down to the wire at the Riley stage. The championships are tomorrow. Here are the young Iowans advancing. Don't forget, we'll bring you the Talent Championships here on Iowa PBS Sunday, August 18th at 8 p.m. As the saying goes, patience is a virtue. Let's head over to the Elwell Family Food Center to see if persistence paid off for these homemade ice cream lovers.
Ice cream contest that we do, we call it an Iowa Championship, but in reality, it's just a stage where the ordinary cook, the ordinary ice cream maker who's wanted to come and to be part of an experience can come here. That's what's exciting about it. So we have a number of cooks today, probably 10 to 15 cooks that are going to be part of our ice cream special that we do.
I'm helping my grandma.
Nope, 1745. So I bought this ice cream maker less than 2 months ago, so we'll see what happens. I made this, it's a strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I named it after my son, Maxed Out Cheesecake Delight.
What they do is they come, they pick up their machines, they have the opportunity to bring their mixes from back home, any add-ins that they have as part of that. Then they do the cranking and put it together. Then we bring it before 4 judges. But the bottom line is we encourage people just to make good ice cream. The challenge was we had a number of people who said, well, I'm not professional, I'm not able to do this. And we said, no, this is where you come and you feel Grandma's spirit and that ice cream recipe that makes it all special for you. But the fun thing is they get to come here and carry on that legacy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
That's part of what we do. Celebrate who we are and the legacy that we bring with us as Iowans who love homemade ice cream.
So we're at the DNR property. This year we actually opened a brand new building. This will be used for archery. The next year will be a pellet gun or air rifle, and then back to archery. We alternate every other year. Outside of the fair, it'll be used for archery classes, it'll be used for hunter education classes, and also storage for our Archery in the Schools program. So it's been amazing. Normally we average about 500 people a day. I know Saturday and Sunday being record days of the fair, I counted on Sunday and we went through 1,000 people. 3 people every minute. During the fair, it's free. It's free for everybody. The same little boy has been here 4 days in a row, and I'll tell you, he's shooting all 30s now because he just absolutely loves it. You know, we've had people that have never shot a bow before. I've had some 85-year-old people come up and can I do this? It's for every age. 9 is the earliest, but after that, it's everybody can shoot.
All right, Lydia, we're here, we're doing archery. First of all, what is archery? What am I doing today?
You're gonna be shooting a bow at the targets.
Okay.
Shooting a bow is a lot harder than it looks, which is kind of surprising to most people. And this is our shooting line.
All right.
And you're gonna stand on that side and make your toes face me. And you're gonna straddle the yellow line.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So I help them learn how to put an arrow on a bow properly. It's called nocking. Knock it under this and set it on the arrow rest. Now, we do not split finger our bows.
Okay.
So you put all 3 underneath.
All 3 underneath.
All 3 underneath.
Pull back.
To the corner of your mouth.
And release.
Yeah. How to keep their arms straight.
Like this? Oh, gee, many Christmas.
Aim.
That was great!
That was great.
Thank you.
You got it now. Archery is not a well-known sport, but it is one of my favorite sports, and you don't have to be like naturally talented in it, you can learn. I am not a very athletic person, but I can shoot pretty well. It's a very supportive group of people.
More people shoot target than we hunt. And a bow like the Matthews Genesis that we're using today, I can shoot it and I can give it to a 4th grader without touching anything on the bow, and they can shoot it. So I actually do the National Archery in the Schools program. In Iowa, we have 260 schools that teach the 10-hour in-school curriculum. Last year, we had 4,753 kids participate in one after-school event. It means the world to me. This is something that my dad introduced me to. I was born on the opening day of deer season, so I just kind of feel like I pretty much born with a bow in my hand, you know, and getting to show people that what archery, how much it means to me. So getting to see the enjoyment that me and my dad shared, seeing the smiles when they hit the target. I have the greatest job in the world.
We've had a lot of great events at the Iowa State Fair. It's time for one big last celebration. It's time to find out, see all this hard work. We've got lots of tears, but hopefully lots of money. It's time for the Sale of Champions. We begin with the grand champion 4-H market steer. Enter Mason Shala again. Sold $175,000. That is an all-time, all-species record.
55,000. What's he say?
Reserve Grand Champion 4-H Market Steer is Shay Rogers from Searsboro.
55. Sold him. $50,000 on him.
Sold for $50,000. And now Cole Reynolds of Auburn, the grand champion 4-H market heifer.
I had 71,000 nuggets. Open the doors. Head her down the alley. I had 71,000 nuggets. Hold her. 71,000.
Brings $71,000. Here's Hendrix Calvig of Creston and the reserve grand champion 4-H market heifer.
Roll the door and head him on out of here. I get 57.5 now 60. Sold him 57,500.
Sold for a record $57,500. The grand champion FFA market hog is Taylor Brenning of Keota.
I had 17 now. Sold him 32,000. He said no.
9th time in the ring for this family, and they bring a whopping $32,500. Reserve grand champion FFA market hog is Hayden Fox from Kanawha.
I had 23.5 now 4,000. Sold him 23,000.
Sold for $23,500. Mara White of Esterville brings in the grand champion 4-H market hog.
Sold him 61,500. You bet, another new record.
$61,500 on that sale. Joe Steen of Watkins and the reserve grand champion 4-H market hog.
32,000 on him. I had 31 now. They get out 2,000. 31 now too. Sold him.
Sold for $32,000. Kylie Langley of Wilton and the grand champion FFA market lamb.
Sold him 32,500.
Oh, get this, another record, $32,500. Riley Walker of Webster City brings in the reserve grand champion FFA market lamb.
Roll the door, let him out of here. I had 20 now, 21,000. Sold it, $20,000 on him.
Sold for $20,000.
Here we go. I had 21,000. Never to go to anybody else. Anybody can. I had 20. You want to be 21? Sold it. $20,000 on it. 20,000. 21,000.
Sawyer's proud and should be for a sale of $21,000. Reserve grand champion 4-H market lamb, Sam Schmillen of Marcus.
14 now. I believe they're all done. I have 14 now. They get down to go 15. Sold him 14,000.
7th year in the ring, $14,000 for that lamb. Now to the FFA Meat Goat Grand Champion from Avery Shala of Riverside.
Sold it, $25,000 on it.
Sold, $25,000.
I don't blame you for being excited, Ernie. I'd be excited for that man too. I get 30 now, one. I get 30 now. They get somebody go 31,000. I get him on 30 now. Somebody go 31,000. I get him on. Sold it, $30,000.
A new record on that sale for $30,000. Grand champion 4-H market broilers. Here's Jackson Pitson of Adel.
Come on, home run hitter. I get 15. I get him on 16,000. I get him on 16,000. There we go. Sold him $15,000 on him.
Sold for $15,000. A record. And our last entrant into the ring is the reserve grand champion 4-H market broiler, J.C. Hogue of Wapello.
9,000. I get 85 and now 9,000. Want him? Sold him. $8,500 on them.
Sold for $8,500. $669,000 is your total from today's sale. That's the second highest ever. Congratulations to all. And that wraps up our final evening of Iowa State Fair coverage. It has been so much fun to bring you the highlights of the Iowa State Fair. But it's not over. The fair lives on in the digital realm. You can relive the magic by checking out our website, our YouTube channel, and the PBS app. In addition to following our Facebook and Instagram accounts, you'll find lots of great State Fair fun. There are several ways you can engage with us about our beloved state fair anytime and anywhere. Thank you again for joining us on this wonderful Iowa State Fair journey. It is an honor and a pleasure to be a part of this incredible and long-standing tradition. Bill, we look forward to having you back next year. For all of us here at Iowa PBS, I'm Paul Yeager, and as the Rileys would say and have said for so many years, we hope you had fun at the fair.
Funding for Fair 2024 is provided by
Quickstar is proud to be a part of Iowa communities across the state. Family owned for over 50 years, we're dedicated to treating our guests, employees, and communities as we would like to be treated.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
For Iowa pig farmers, caring for animals is more than a job. It's a way of life and a proud family tradition. Meet the people behind the pork and hear how we care about Iowa too. Learn more at iowapork.org/wecare.
Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, providing educational resources online and in your county for you, your family, community, business, or farm.